Hey everyone, welcome back to Fast Food and Barbecue. Today we're going to be making turkey pastrami. Now I'm not a big fan of turkey breast myself. I actually don't like it. I don't like white meat. But we're going to see if we can make this thing better. There we have a big turkey breast. So I didn't realize that was bone in, which is fine. We'll just first we're going to take the skin off. Like that. Should peel easily off somewhat. And then I'm going to cut the rest of the skin off. Just like that. And we'll save this for something. What? I don't know yet. But we're going to clean this guy up. Okay, now we got a big bone. Get the bone out of here. Just like that. It's going to fall on the bone. This must have been a big turkey. Okay, just fall on the bone. Just like that. And a little more, and that's it. This we're going to use for turkey stock. Why not? So there's our turkey breast. Just going to make sure somewhat uniform. That looks good. All right, now on to our brine. So what in here, what I have is 1 3/4 teaspoons of coriander seed, 2 teaspoons of mustard seed, 1 teaspoon of allspice berries, 4 bay leaves. I have 2 cinnamon sticks that I kind of crushed up, and 1 teaspoon of cloves. So what we're going to do is going to get these in a pan here. Like that, and we get these guys toasted up. It'll only take a few minutes. And it's only been on for a few seconds, but I can already smell. I can already smell the cinnamon and the coriander and the cloves. Let these go for a few minutes. Oh, you could already smell it. It smells really floral, kind of. Alright, we'll give this another 2-3 minutes and then move on to the next step. Yeah, you can definitely smell it. It smells great. I was thinking about editing most of this part out, but this is a crucial step for your brine. So we're going to leave it in. Kind of smells like Christmas or Thanksgiving. You see the coriander seed and everything else starting to dance around in there. They're pretty much telling us that it's done. All right, now that all spices are all toasted and ready to go, got them in a mortar and pestle here, and we're going to kind of mash them up Basically what you want to do is you want to release all the oils from these spices. Now we're not looking to get into a fine powder. We're just kind of trying to break them up as much as we can to release the oils and all the flavors from inside. The peppercorns, the mustard seed, the cinnamon, the coriander, everything in here. Okay. Also, bay leaves have a lot of oil, and of course, there goes an airplane again. I really need to look up a flight schedule here. But feels like I live next to an airport. Kind of do. Maybe 5-6 miles. But all right, so that's it. Oops. That's it for these. Should be perfect. And then we'll go on to the next step. All right, so I got some water on the burner right now. It's almost to a boil. So what I got in here is 1 teaspoon of mace, a half a cup of kosher salt, a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of pink curing salt number 1, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and 4 cloves of garlic. And in here I have about 8 cups of water. So now we're about ready to boil. We're going to add the salt mixture. Then we're going to add our toasted spices. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to dissolve everything. Maybe about for a minute. It does smell amazing. Definitely smells like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I think I already said that though. That's alright. I said it again. Now we don't need to cook this. All we're doing is basically making sure everything is dissolved. And when it comes to the pink curing salt, the number 1 anyway, for a 2 3/4 pound turkey breast, I'm going to go with maybe 2 1/4 because of the big bone in it. That pink curing salt goes a long way. So that's it. It's pretty much dissolved. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut this heat off, and then we're going to let it sit for a while. Then we're going to add some ice to it to cool it down. All right, so our pastrami brine kind of let it cool to room temperature. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some ice into this thing. And we want this brine cool. We don't want to pour hot liquid over the turkey breast, because then we're just going to cook it, and it's not going to be very good. All right, so get our ice in there. Now we're just going to give it a little stir. Perfect, nice and cool. So now what we're going to do is pour our brine into the bowl, just like that. Then we're going to put our turkey breast in there, just like that. And we're going to let this guy sit for 7 days. And then when we come back after 7 days, we'll season the top and smoke it. All right, so our turkey pastrami has been brining in the fridge, brining and curing in the fridge for 7 days now. So now we're gonna get the spices ready. In here I have a tablespoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of mustard powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. In here I have 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of coriander seed, and 1 teaspoon of mustard seed. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this mashed up really good. And this is going to be the rub for the turkey pastrami. done. Alright, so I got all our spices ground up in a mortar and pestle. Took a little while, to be honest with you. I don't want to put you through the agony of watching it all. And I added it to the other spices. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get this thing rubbed down really good. And something tells me that it's not going to come out red like a pastrami. When you're doing beef pastrami, like say from a brisket, you have the redness in the meat to help with the color. I don't think the curing salt is going to make this red, but we're going to find out. And I also noticed right here, you can see I left the tenderloin on. Forgot to take it off. It's right here. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to leave it on actually. And we're going to get the rest of this thing rubbed down. And what we're going to do is we're going to smoke this thing at 225 for about 2.5 hours. We're looking for an internal temperature of 165. I'm using hickory wood. I guess that's the wood of choice, from what I've read anyway, for pastrami. So that's it. So we're going to make sure, well, we're going to get the inside too, make sure everything's patted down and rubbed. That's it. So after that, we're going to get the smoker started, and we'll throw it in there. And we'll see in about 2.5 hours. Alright, so our smoke is at 225, actually 230. Yeah, this smoker burns a little hot, so we're going to get the turkey breast in there. And then check it in about an hour or so. And that's it. Tell you what though, it already smells like pastrami just from the brine. So we'll check it in an hour. We'll see you then. Alright, so our turkey breast pastrami has been in the smoke for about 2.5 hours. So let's slice into it and see how it looks. Looks good. Of course, I had a feeling it wasn't going to take on the red color, but that's alright. So we'll give her a taste. It's nice and juicy. We'll give it a taste, see how it is. Alright, let's try this turkey breast pastrami and see how it came out. It tastes like pastrami. Not real pastrami, but this turkey breast is another thing, kind of like the eye-round, that I want to kind of perfect. So it's good, it's juicy, it does taste like pastrami, so that's it. You should definitely give it a try though. Thanks for watching.